Look at these items kept in this plate. Can you identify these items? Yes, normally all these we find in our houses. Is it not? Let us have a close look. What can you see this? This is black color. Yes, it is coal. Then what is this? These are the pencil leads which you use in your pencil for writing. Is it not? So, do you know what this pencil lead is made up of? It is made up of the material called graphite. Now let us see the third one, that is the iron nails. These are made up of iron. You can see a small container which is made up of aluminium. Here you can see electric wire which is made up of copper. Can you see? Yes. So now what is this? All of us know this is clinical thermometer. But this thermometer, you can see the mercury used in it. So what are all these items we are talking about? All these items are the metals and non-metals which we use in our daily lives. Is it not? Let us segregate these items into metals and non-metals. These are metals: aluminium, iron, mercury, and copper. These differ from non-metals in their physical and chemical properties. These are non-metals: coal, graphite, and red phosphorus. So, coal and graphite are the allotropes of carbon. So, carbon is a non-metal, and this is second one is phosphorus. So, these two, carbon and phosphorus, are made up of non-metals. From this, you would have got an idea. We are going to start chapter number 4, metals and non-metals. Materials like iron, aluminium, copper, silver, gold, mercury, sodium, potassium, etc. are called metals. And materials like carbon, phosphorus and sulfur, etc. are non-metals. Metals and non-metals can be differentiated based on their physical and chemical properties. In this chapter 4, we are going to study physical properties of metals and non-metals and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. And finally, we are going to learn the uses of metals and non-metals in our daily life. Topic 4.1: Physical properties of metals and non-metals. So now let us see the first property, the nature. By nature, metals are hard, that is, they does not break on hammering easily, whereas non-metals are soft by nature. They break into pieces when we hammer. We are going to perform these activities and prove that metals do not break and non-metals break on hammering. Second one is the luster, that is the shining. Metals are lustrous, that is, metals have shining of their own, whereas non-metals do not have shining of their own, so they are non-lustrous. Third property, malleability. It is a property that when anything which is beaten it becomes into strips or sheet. So metals are malleable. That is, metal can be beaten into sheets. Non-metals are non-malleable. They break when we beat it. Fourth, ductility. It is a property of a material that can be drawn into wires. So metals are ductile. Metals can be drawn into wires. That's why we can see copper wire, aluminum wire, gold wire, silver wire, etc. Non-metals are non-ductile. They cannot be drawn into wires. Fifth, very common and interesting property about the producing ringing sound on striking. It is called sonorous. That is, metals are sonorous. When a metal is struck, it produces ringing sound. That's why we are using the metal like copper in string instruments like veena, guitar, etc. And bells also. We ring the bell. It produces a ringing sound. Whereas non-metals are non-sonorous. They do not produce any ringing sound when they are struck. Next property is conductivity. Whether it is a good conductor of heat and electricity or not. Metals are good conductors of heat. That means metals allow the heat to pass through them. And metals are also good conductors of electricity. They allow electricity to pass through them. That is why all electric wires are made up of metals, especially like copper and aluminum. Whereas non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They do not allow the heat and electricity to pass through them. That is why they are used as insulators. Insulators means to prevent where we do not want to touch the hot particle or do not get ourselves shocked. We use non-metals. We are going to study that in later in the uses of metals and non-metals. Next property is the state by nature. That is which state, either solid, liquid or gaseous. Usually metals are solids except mercury, which is in the liquid state by nature. Whereas non-metals are found in solid, liquid or gaseous state by nature. Next property is whether the materials are heavy or light. Generally metals are heavy except sodium, potassium, magnesium and aluminum. These metals are light in weight. Non-metals are not heavy. Next physical properties, melting and boiling points. Melting points and boiling points of metals are very high, whereas non-metals have low melting and boiling points as compared to that of metals.